Okay, audio and picture. Good. These always take a little bit longer to set up for some reason. But this time, my computer and OBS did not forget all of my settings. Hooray. Okay. Good. Everything is working. Hi, Rcraft. So, Twitter has voted, and Twitter has voted, I admit surprisingly, for Goslings. I was expecting the other, frankly, but being surprised is always fun. Let's do some Gosling sculptures. Can't see it, but in the background, back here behind the camera, I have my goose sculpture with just the Gosling head peeking out because I kind of want them to match. So I thought I'll just do it from memory, and then I thought, no, don't. So there's a... Oh, my camera is wilting. Let's fix that briefly. Why are you like this? That's why you're like this. Good. That's better. Less wobbling. More straight camera angle. Let's go this way just a little bit. There we go. Hide the other camera cord. Now you can see my tea and my clay. And it's pretty much, it's making it worse somehow. This way. Sorry, everyone. I did not fiddle with the camera before I started. Okay, good. Light camera, second camera, weird color still, don't know why. Setup, good. Audio, 2 cameras. Reference images, there's too much going on my screen. I did not really sketch before this. I did sketch a little, but it was, you know, it was like these for my models. I have, however, made body bases and let them get a little bit closer to leather hard so that we can build geese on them. Got 2. So we've got those ready to start. I have some very small sketches of just poses, considerations to do. So I've thought it through, sort of. But yeah, we've got little avocado goose bodies. I've got some image reference up on the computer because I didn't do a lot of sketching. I have my one page of already done goose sketches with a couple of goslings on there. And that's basically where we're at. These are a nice firmness. I'm pretty confident now that I won't crush them, which is why I was juggling them earlier. They're about the right size. They feel a little big, a little fat, but they do pretty much match my sketch. So now that they're firmer, though, I can kind of wedge them a little bit towards the shape that I want, so I can work with them a little bit in deforming them. But first, basically, let's make some gosling heads, because that seems like the place to start, and it's also by far the most interesting bit. So grab some red clay here out of my rapidly dwindling now bag of red clay. That's one Gosling head. It's actually more than one Gosling head, but it's enough for one Gosling head. Camera, am I gonna have to pull you back this way some so that yeah, that's better. I don't have to reach forward too far to do this. Probably my other stand is in the picture now. Hey, Figment's Maid. Let's adjust the cameras some more. Oh no. Can't solve this problem. Aha. Yes, we can. How did I make this work before, anyone? This was definitely not a problem previously. Maybe I've put my small camera in a new place. I don't know. Maybe it was previously lower, maybe? Well, we do what we can. Oh, I know why this looks crooked. There we go. That's... Oh well, we're going with it. This is what we have. This is what we're going to do. This is what we have, and we're going to make a Gosling head. I hope everyone's having a good Friday. See what I'm ready for. The end of my week. I did not sleep well on Wednesday night, and then I slept all of the sleep last night, so I'm a little bit confused about day and time. But I have had like 12 hours of sleep, so at least I'm functional. But yeah, be ready for a good Saturday. Sure. Be ready for a good weekend, ready for a good Friday. Ready for a good Gosling. I'm trying not to sort of rashly assume that I can just do this quickly because I've done it once before. Oh, too big. Too big. Tools are under paper. There we go. Just gonna... I've started doing scraping clay off of things more lately since I started doing bigger sculptures. And it helps when I totally misestimate size more than I thought it would. So that's good. Learned a new thing. I learned a thing while working with all of you. Streaming for you has taught me something. Hey Valkyrie, somebody else, yeah, I don't know. It's occasionally a problem. I don't know though. I have audio when I watch it. So the audio should be working fine. Good Goslings. Good Goslings. Look at the size of it. I like it. I like it, Figments. Good Goslings. What will we do with all of these peaches? I don't... Good Goslings, the goats have gotten out. It's an excellent saying. Shall I pull focus? Chat, I feel like I'm working high enough that I should pull focus. Let's delicately nudge the focus. There. Oh, it was so perfect for a hot second. There it is. Okay. That's better. Get us focused on what we're actually, the level we're working on. Yeah, Gosling, there's no quailing promised. I told you guys where the quail would be. And 57% of you said no, geese. So you have only yourselves to blame, or I guess possibly roughly 15 people who aren't watching. I don't know. But there was definitely a vote. And I pointed hard at where the quail would go. That was clear. And still. I don't know if Auntie Shepherd will be in chat today. Usually she only shows up when she is in civilization with Wi-Fi from somewhere that is not her rural homestead. So she might not be able to watch, unfortunately. Oh no, chat. Just repeat everything I say in chat. Oh, please, chat. That will make talking to you very confusing. Just, have some sympathy for your dyslexic streamer. Let me keep up. If enough of you show up, I'll have to get Hannah to moderate just to, like, I don't know, be in a separate Skype window telling me what you're saying. That I don't broadcast to you. There's just a secret voice in my ear going, answer this question. Okay, we're just trying to match scale at this point, which, as you may remember from previous streams, I'm bad at. You'd think that after decades of being an artist, I would have picked up that one skill, but no. Hooray, audio. So, am I getting there? I'm still a little bit too big? Cool. Trying to, for once. Can be a little bit bigger. This can be the better fed Gosling. I don't know. Still want to get the little shorter bill, I think. I have this classy drawing, which I should be referring to, that I did in pencil and then white China pencil, because those were what was sitting on my desk. The body drawing is on the back of a wing template for the big goose, because of course it is. Okay, chat, we can't start with me damaging animals this early. Like, this is just a lump of clay. You can't feel sympathy yet. You're gonna have to wait until it looks like an entire Gosling face and then I core the middle of it. Then you can be offended. That's when you can start freaking out. But until then, I think we all have to agree that this is not a personifiable object. Gonna have to wait until I dig its brains out before you freak out. That's the rule. Has to be at least justifiable concern. Okay, that's there. Yep, okay. So we just need a little bit less a noggin. We can fix that. Want to give it a nice Gosling shape. Removing all the vivisection. Oh, there'll be a point. There'll be a point when I cut open those bodies and pull out their innards. If you're a patron, there's some photos for you of the emptying of the goose that you should go and see. I remind patrons of that because I have a tendency to post posts on my Patreon for people at like 3 a.m. when no one's there. You know, just photo editing in the middle of the night. That's how I roll. But the big goose is finished. I mean, finished sculpting. So yeah, that's actually a really good question. I can make that banner get bigger, but how small does Patreon make that for you? Like, is it? I think that you should be able to download the full resolution image of that banner of goose bits. But I don't know because Patreon has that annoying thing of like, would you like to view it as a patron instead of a creator? And then it kind of does it, but kind of meh. So it's really hard for me to tell if, in fact, I'm seeing what you're seeing. But I want you to be able to download it and see the whole thing. I will experiment. Perhaps I will add 1 by 1. Images. I can edit those posts forever, so I can give you larger images. Because I want you to see the glory that is the empty goose resting on a pillow on my rolling shelf stand. Because it's heavy, you guys. It's a lot of clay. It's not quite a life-size goose, I think. It's getting there, but it's not quite life-size. All right, that's pretty close. I'm gonna call it good and shape it. Oh, cool. Thanks, Otenchi3. I will. After streaming, I will go on a quest to figure out how to make sure that patrons see the full glory that is the finishing of things. It's kind of the deal I've made with myself, is that when I start something on stream, the details of finishing it, if they're not streamed, will go to the patrons. I feel like this is crooked. Is it? No. A little bit. So yeah, patrons are getting all of the full sort of detailed updates of the sculpture process as I go through and finish things like the goose. The sheep teapot, I did not do that with because I basically finished it live. It had to be touched up some, but not so much that it was much of a story to tell. It was like, scratch some more texture, add hooves, done. So it was a little bit less of an adventure. The goose was an adventure. To put it kindly, the goose was an adventure. So, you know. Ooh, our craft has a solution. Open it in a new tab and it makes it bigger. So it's Patreon's fault. Got it. Good to know. Because I'm like, I made this banner like real big. Like, real big, you guys. You should be able to get a really good view of all of the goose. But yeah, creator view of Patreon is very different. And that's weird. It's hard to design a web page when it's difficult to see what it actually looks like, I must say. All right. Gosling head, Gosling body. It's kind of just a general view of like, hey, the future. Kind of maybe this one's, let's see, which body is... Yeah, this body's a little bit squidged and fatter, so I think we might fold him up and have him all nestled down, seated, with his little face tucked in. You know, how birds can have necks and then not have necks just by squidging. Yes, I will go on an adventure to figure out how to make that easier for patrons to grab hold of. And this ad has been paid for by Sarah with T's campaign funds. I made myself sad with that joke. I made myself disappointed. But that's okay. I'll get over it here in a second. Just... okay, this is going to be a challenge. I'm going to just... it worked out better than I thought. I just wanted to turn the giant goose that's at the back of my desk, but it's quite far away and there's like 2 cameras in the way. So I just kind of wanted to... we're still kind of too big. Although, you've probably been shrinking just a little bit. But if we have that there, yeah, it's still too much, Bill. Still needs trimming. They are a very quail shape, aren't they? Yeah. Sorry to surprise you with something that looks sort of like quail but isn't. Hello, Get to Know Nature. Thanks for joining us. We're making some clay goslings. I got sick of being delicate with it. Try and make a delicate little gosling beak that matches another gosling that you can't see off camera. So, I feel like we'll take some off here too. Just thin things up a little bit. Aw, Get to Know Nature. Got a Twitch account finally. That's awesome. Just to chat with us? I mean, probably not just to chat with us, but we're pretty fun to chat with, I must say. I have a great chat, you guys. You all are great. So, enough of me complaining about Patreon. I feel like there was another topic that I just bypassed completely in favor of figuring out how Patreon images work. But I can't remember what it is now. So bring it back up again if I missed something that you really wanted me to answer. And if not, well, we'll just assume that it was never that important. And it doesn't matter that I was not able to hold it in my brain long enough to answer it. Okay. Gosling. Goslings have little cheeks. And like squarish little heads, which is interesting. Get some off the back. Oh yeah, that's a thing to bring up to you guys. We're very close to having 50 followers and having emojis. And if enough people follow, the 50th follower has been promised to be my mom. My mom says that if 49 of you follow me, she will sign up for Twitch, which I think will be the only thing she's ever signed up for on the internet besides email, and be the 50th follower. So there's some incentive for you. Force my mom to sign up for Twitch. A thing that I assume she only uses to watch me. You know, because yes, that's what I'm saying. If 50 followers, I can give you guys the small illustrations you can put into chat that we've always deserved. I feel quail and sheep guana, and every in joke that we have to explain to new followers every time is perfect. That's what we'll do. It's close. I think we only needed like 8 more people or something. I haven't checked today. I've been bringing it up every stream lately because I really want. Look, I'm jealous of my friend Hannah, who streams on Wednesdays, and who has her own barn swallow emojis. I'm jealous, and I want that. Right. So 8 more people follow, and then the 9th person to follow will be my mom. It'll be perfect. Good. Oh no, you guys! It's starting to sound like a cult. We're gonna need to chill a little bit to make it sound a little bit less like we're recruiting people for a pyramid scheme. just a little bit less like that. You know what? Now that I think about it, fair enough. Yeah, that's fair. If we convincing people to join, I don't know how I get away from it. It's a little bit like that, isn't it? I also did once draw an actual starling cult. So hey, these things happen. All right, it's pretty close. Pretty close to being the Gosling that I want it to be, or at least the Gosling shape that I want it to be, and then we can start doing some details. At least, oh dear. Yeah, we haven't cut open any clay animals lately on this so far. It's a very happy cult with quail. Quail, friendly animals. We're really quite nice. Except for all the talk of evisceration and lobotomies. But to be honest, I think that's because we're so nice. We're so nice that chat is concerned for the feelings of clay animals. So I'm just gonna rest this here because I need to. My clay is getting too dry, so I'm gonna Got a bowl of water back there, and I'm just gonna make sure that it doesn't dry out so much that I can't use it for the other Gosling head. Just leave that there. And find my towel. Ruin my towel some more. As you do. Okay. Right. Feeling like we're about to the point of detail. Just gonna even some stuff out because once I start the detail, I can't really change the shape anymore. I'm kind of stuck with it for the most part, so I also kind of want to leave the texture rough for the head so that there's some contrast with the bill. That'll be nice. But I'll have to finish it a little bit later because I want the space where the eyes go at least to still be kind of smooth, because I'm going to have to put those in, and they need to be smoother and softer. Just evening out the shape a little bit. Okay, this is a whole new color. Elvis, the cultural advisor, is a lovely shade of lime green. It's very exciting. Chat people's names are in color. I was complaining last week that everyone was not different colors, and I required everyone to be different colors, and now everyone is. Different colors, and it's very exciting. Elvis the cult. That's because we were talking about cults Figment made. So, but yeah, that lime green is a good color. I like it. It's been aggressively pointed out to me now that Mouse Girl was already lime green. Fair enough. I apologize. You're correct. There was already a lime green. But there's just so much more username in Elvis, the cultural advisor, that it's just it glows. All right. Gosling. Little Gosling face. Let's see. Time to do some drawing. Gosling eyes. Hey, I have a picture. We'll rest it gently on. Oh, you starting to crack? We'll just fix that. All right. So, kind of goes across, dips across the top, back a little bit. Eye into to there. Same deal. Eye. Are those eyes even in any way? And maybe? No. Farther forward. Sorry, we're to the measuring part of the program, so I gotta pay attention. Yep, okay. Just do some erasing. Yep, there we go. Eye. It goes there. Okay. Good. Hello, they might be scientists. I was not paying attention when you arrived. More in the gluten-free flour that doesn't. Oh, we trying to make gluten-free. something and failing. I've experienced that. Thanks for helping me weigh organs. Here's some bad gluten-free bread. That's not ideal. Tea. All right. I mean, you could inflict your baking mistakes on others, but I think not as a reward. I think that's kind of the general rule, is that it's fine to say, I don't know how this turned out, taste it and tell me, but it's not fine to say, thanks for all of your hard work, here's some mediocre bread. I feel like there's like that's the line, kind of. Okay. Just gonna do a little line for where they come up and then they come down. Yeah, that's pretty good. Am I still? There's my sweet focus spot. I was just saying how nice we were as a chat, and now we're up to our elbows in giblets. Giblets. Is it giblets or giblets? I say out loud, making the problem worse. We are a family-friendly show, but our family lives on a farm. So, you know, we just know the realities of life. Well, I have control of the focus, you see. Get to know nature. So I can change it. But when I had it on autofocus, it was just never in focus. Anyone who's been watching for a while will remember how much I used to yell at my camera because it would just always be slightly blurry. So this, where I have to be like, oh wait, is this the focus that I want? Is it where I want it to be? This is way better. At least this I have control over. Oh no, they might be scientists. You don't make things weird. Things started weird. This was never gonna be normal. I added the phrase "the Bob Ross of weird clay animals" to my Twitter tagline. I liked it so much. This was never gonna be a normal stream. I feel like yeah, I feel like we've gotta try and alter this shape a little bit. Just get yeah, normal is weird. normal wouldn't be any fun. Normal wouldn't make a sheep teapot live on camera. Normal would just make a regular teapot. What fun would that be? All right, a little. Okay. finish up little mouth lines. Smooth that. All right, where's the... Oh, somewhere I had a picture for this. Over here, I have a picture. Aha, this picture. This picture. Everyone's favorite picture. Of what it looks like under a goose's jaw, basically. Trying to remember how that all works. Goes. Yep, okay. Good. Like that, basically. Hello, Hannah. My moderator is here. It's good we haven't had to slay anyone yet. We haven't had any trouble. We haven't had any trouble since last week when Sheriff Hannah had to exercise her duties. Ah, well. I'm sure you're faster in a mod fight. It'll be fine. Oh. I wasn't gonna bring it up again, but like, that interaction was weird, y'all. That was weird. Having someone throw your own chat rules back at you. Weird. It's a weird thing to do. I sort of understand better now what Auntie Shepherd is always talking about when she demands people not give her unsolicited advice when she posts something on Twitter. I see now. I see now what happens. I begin to see the issue. All right. Yeah, I don't know how long a robot would be able to survive in our chat anyway without getting very confused, although possibly we would accept all of the non sequiturs the AI bot would try as just fine. So that's possible. But yeah, it's I get that people kind of think they're helping. But like, well, not that guy. I don't know what he was thinking. I don't really understand the motivation. But I guess he just needed to be right. And that's fine. He can be right somewhere else. I don't mind. He can be right and gone. He can be both those things at the same time. Yeah. He can be right somewhere else. Oh dear. Anyway. You weren't here last week. There was weirdness, but only for like a minute because that's about how long my patience lasted. I went from like kindergarten teacher nice to like go to the principal's office in like a second. It was a pretty fast turnaround. I was like, yeah, okay, cool, cool. Like, I don't know what point you're trying to prove. I wrote the rules, so, you know. I did change the rules, though, just for fun after that. Uh, just so I didn't have to do that lecture again. Yeah, they might be scientists. I know other academic professionals, especially who don't talk. I draw a pretty hard personal line too, but just because I'm a fairly private person. But I know a lot of people who don't talk about personal stuff on things like Twitter, especially health stuff, because they are concerned it will affect their professional prospects. Um, that someone will see it and come to like misunderstand what it like what it means for their ability to do their job, things like that. Um, it can be kind of a big deal. So yeah, more power to you. Make your own choices about who knows about your stuff. That's fair. And yeah, I find that a person can only fight so many battles. That if you're going to have to fight your way to the forefront of something that's either male dominated or straight dominated, very conservative, you kind of want to stick to just the one battle. Leave the rest something that you don't have to include in your career fighting. Also, I'm now glad to know that got glutened is a general term because I have a friend who uses it, and I was always like, "Is that what you're supposed to? Is that what it's called? Is that is that what people say? Is that how it works? It's a great term. I want to use it, but I don't want to incorrectly use it. I love it because it sounds like someone snuck around the corner and water ballooned you. Wait, hold on. We have to back up. They might be scientists says I have the redhead painkiller issue gene without being a redhead. I did not know that was a thing that could happen. Gosh. For those who are not familiar, uh, the gene for red hair also creates a higher tolerance, I believe, for both painkillers and anesthesia. Um, so it can be quite an issue. Yeah, that's it. It's 6 shots of Novocaine. Yeah, it's a specific thing, and I imagine that if you're not redheaded and it happens, it's confusing to people. But it is an actual genetic thing associated with red hair. Learn something new on the Gosling stream, everybody, about not geese. Um, about being a redhead. Science facts. Oh, red is a recessive of the blonde gene. Interesting. I apparently have blonde hair. I believed until I was in college that my hair was brunette. Uh, and then I tried to dye it by myself in my apartment, and I followed the instructions for brown hair, and it was very bright. I do not have, I do not have brunette. Yeah, I'm like dark blonde. It turns out, according to hair dye boxes, anyway. Uh, Although when I attempted to explain what had happened to my friends, they also were aware that I was blonde, so it was just me. It was just me who hadn't noticed. I'd been I'd been associating with brown hair my entire life. And it hadn't mattered because I'd never tried to follow box instructions for auburn hair dye. On the bright side, I went to art school, so no one no one thought it was weird that my hair was like neon red. In fact, it probably made more sense in hindsight as a choice at art school than like box auburn. But I'd never done it before and I was timid. Oh, little blonde Hannah didn't feel like she fit in. Aw. I didn't it wasn't an association that I just I looked at my hair and I was like, the color is brown. So oh yeah, box auburn. Box auburn sounds like a really good hedge shrub, doesn't it? Yes, we thought we'd plant some box auburn around the front of the garden. You know, it grows quite quickly, and you prune it in the spring. Yeah, everyone I know who has celiac mostly developed it in college in their 20s, or at least developed symptoms of it. Um, and then because this was eons ago, did not know what it was. um, and there was no affordable testing for it, so they freaked out and didn't figure it out for a long time because science hadn't caught up yet. And now it has, yay. And we know that it's an autoimmune disease. Oh dear, there we go. Let's we have basically the form settled here. Let's tidy some. Where are my not damp sponges? Sweep up some of this clay. Trying to keep our workspace tidy today. I know, madness. That never happens. There we go. Okay. Good. Which one did I say it was? Ah, which one was fatter? Fatter and rounder. Hmm. This one. This one is the fatter Gosling. That's oh no, rolled ones on. I I have a D&D character who I for some reason was like, yeah, Constitution, that'll be the lowest stat. So she has so few hit points at like level 3 that one hit can kill her. It's not ideal. I made poor choices, but now I have to live with them. How do Gosling? So there's like the actual leg bone is like in here, and then it attaches like here. So there's, and then the wing. The wings are kind of adorable, honestly. They're like just so small and silly looking. So, Gosling, good luck with the dishes. They might be scientists. We have a D&D character here. Ah, yes. I'm not about to stab it. There's a balloon inside. I have to be careful until I want to eviscerate it. No, I'm just delicately drawing where the details go so that I can figure out where everything gets attached. And so that it's more or less even. Because we want it to match. So, wing. Leg, how did I do the leg? What is, aha. Excuse me. Leg. Yes, good. Head goes, oops. Wait, messed that up, didn't I? But yeah, head goes here. Yeah. Here, well, maybe a little bit more forward. There. There. Okay. Let's, should we just make another head, or shall we carry on with it? Let's carry on with the, let's wrap this up in some plastic, since we may not get to it. Put that aside. Let's just carry on with one. Let's make one Gosling. Let's not be silly and try and carry on with two Goslings at the same time. Let's make a single Gosling that works. Let's finish one thing. That seems like better television, live streaming, entertainment. I don't know. Not technically television, but still on camera. All right. Just want to get, and this is why I wanted for these body bases to be done before I started streaming, because as you can see, I'm putting a fair amount of pressure on them, and I don't want them to squish, malform, crack underneath the pressure of me adding clay, pressing into it, spreading it out, sort of working on the general form. I need it to hold its shape so that I can add to it without crushing it. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, earlier the week Hannah was streaming, and I had just finished the feet on the big goose sculpture, and was sort of saving reference for the possibility of this stream, and I googled Gosling feet. It's not what you think. It was not what I wanted. But there are a lot of pictures of Ryan Gosling's feet on the internet, just for some reason. Yeah, we'll throw. Let's see, what time is it? 4:12. Yeah, we'll in 15 minutes. I'm gonna make more tea because I'm apparently dehydrated today. I'm quite thirsty. Still, after drinking that cup of tea, and so I'll take a break and grab some tea, and at the end of stream we'll do a quail. We'll do a little 5-minute quail, just to make sure that everyone gets what they want. That was perfect timing to announce that. Hi, Auntie Shepherd. Say quail 3 times into a mirror, and Auntie Shepherd appears. So yeah, that's what's gonna happen. For Auntie Shepherd, who has just joined us, we have a gosling head. We're working on sticking it on a fat gosling body. And right now I'm trying to do sort of because I want him to be kind of nestled in, you know, all hunched down. So I'm working on sort of the bit of his neck where it kind of tucks out because he's folded in, as all birds can do. But I have promised that at the end of stream I will do a little quail. If it helps. Next week I probably won't do a poll. Next week I'll probably just do bird D&D. Just, you know, that's what'll happen. I have the right to make choices sometimes. A quail quilt is a quilt. I like it. Okay. Get the form of this right. I can fiddle with it some later, but not. Okay. Good. More water on that clay. All right. Kind of gonna. All right. Now you can freak out. Now I'm gonna dig into the place where the head goes. Now's the time. Now's the time to be concerned. Oh, tiny lamb. But would you rather have a tiny lamb or would you rather have a quail? I mean, I could do a quail really quickly. I've got quail down, you guys. Appropriately. I've really, over time, learned to sculpt quail quite efficiently. A quail with a lamb. I don't have time to do a quail with a lamb. Yep, here it starts. Now it's time. Now it's time for you to freak out about personifying the sculpture, because I'm digging. Oh, I found the balloon. Look at that. And appropriately enough, it's red. How horrifying. Because I want it to be, yeah, like I want it to be sort of nestled in, like you know. So I needed to dig a hole. Now I kind of need to even out my space here. I can add some clay back in later, but I feel like, I don't know if second camera is helping today. I feel like we're not much on it. But what can you do? Oh no. Jack is gone. Oh no, he's not gone. He's on my roommate's. He's on my roommate's lap. He got mad at me when I moved the computer and left. And now he's avoiding my part of the room because moving the computer is terrible and disruptive, and he did not enjoy it. He does not like it when I rearrange things. It makes him upset. So he has left. All right. So like second camera. There you go, second camera. Could do a little bit of something. Maybe. Anyway. Kind of tucked in. Oh no. I've created a crack. I've created a crack along the seam because I'm pressing on the balloon. Gotta fix that. With sludge. While I'm doing sludge. Oh, fix that. All right. Clay. Gosling. Gosling paste, if you will. Yeah, that's right. Okay. There we go. Just angle like that. Okay. I'm afraid. Oh no. Stop it. Should have burst the balloon. Now it's just causing problems. It's okay. Just gonna. Because every time I press down with the. Okay. Okay. Look. Solve this right now. Ha! Victory is mine. This may be a problem later, but right now, there's no balloon anymore. I may regret my actions eventually, but for now, problem solving. Popped Gosling. Oh no. Okay. Let's get some. Look, it's fine. It's totally fine. No. Okay, I was gonna say no balloons. Balloons were definitely harmed just now, but the Gosling is fine. Now he's not full of air anymore. Just think of it as as one gentle Gosling fart. That's what I'm going with. That's what I'm going with. So see, so we got to get that balloon out. Balloons can't stay inside of animals. Also, we're running out of helium, so don't get helium balloons. We're wasting helium on balloons. We'll have to explain to our grandchildren how we used all the helium at parties. Yes, a gosling is a baby goose. A duckling is a baby duck. They have bigger feet. Their heads, I think, are slightly different shapes, but not hugely. They are bigger. This is the tool that I want. Am I too close to the camera? I'm too close to the camera. We're getting to the point where it's time for Sarah to put on reading glasses so she can see gosling details. It's getting to the point. All right, let's fill in this last bit here. Make sure that the head is really well attached, because if the head pops off, you guys will never forgive me. It'll be far too traumatic for chat to endure. I don't want to permanently frighten or scar any of you. Well, except for Auntie Shepherd, she'll be fine. She'll complain loudly, but she'll be fine. Their eyes, they're just very lightly drawn. They're right there. And right there. I didn't want to do a bunch of details because I knew I had to do some work getting it adhered. I didn't want to accidentally squeeze out the details. It's fine. It's fine. We'll bring it back to life with by superheating it twice. That'll be what fixes it. All right. Now, because I've punctured its lung, I can press a little bit, nestle it in there. Because I'm gonna need to bring this up. But yeah, I'm just gonna press. Perfect. Well, almost perfect. I've still gonna need to do more with that crack. Just score around it for right now. Hope that helps. Because I don't want that crack to open back up while it's drying, and it's definitely now a weak point. So I'll probably add a little bit of clay on top of it to try and make sure that it's a little bit stronger. Oh dear. Was there a Phoenician pun that just happened? Okay. I did not need to know that farmyard detail. Although, good on them. Did you all, am I the only, I'm barely reading chat and I immediately was like, a Phoenician pun. Come on, get with the program. Pay attention to language jokes. Also, yes, also, Auntie Shepherd once tweeted quail at me in Greek. So, you know, these things happen. Note that that was not the tweet that I was like, now it's getting silly. Yeah, I'm sorry, classical Greek. In classical Greek. I wouldn't want anyone to think it was modern Greek that you were tweeting quail in. That would be silly. No, no. Classical Greek. Not that I speak either language or read it, so I had to use context clues. But I did. Also, Twitter will translate it for you, funny enough. All right. Okay. We have a gosling with a head on a body, which is pretty good. Pretty good to start. A is for Arak. I love it. This is the kind of quality chat content you can expect here at Friday Tea Time. Ancient Greek, Araks, farmyard facts. Funny story. Back when I was playing Assassin's Creed Origins, like when it came out forever ago, I was considering like trying to make some sort of bull statue. Okay, I'm just making a pedestal for this to sit on while I take a quick break. Is what's happening. Are we on second? We'll just second camera. We'll just settle. No, I just don't want it to tip over because I don't want it to deflate. There we go. Yeah, that's and I was playing as I had already played it, and then Auntie Shepherd was tweeting about the incorrect cows in ancient Egypt, and that got me thinking about making a correct Egyptian cow statue. Anyway, it's 4:30, so I'm going to take a quick break to make more tea because, as we all know by now, I can't deal with life without tea. I'm going to get clay on my mouse so that I can put up my banner. This poor mouse. I should get a new mouse and just leave this one at the work table. Anyway, break time banner is no longer centered for some reason. Oh no, that's the video. Don't be nice. Be nice, stream. There we go. Break time banner is centered again. I'm going to make some tea. As usual, I'll leave you with a topic to discuss. The topic to discuss is what form the arak should take. This is important. I will be paying attention. I'll read back, and you might get your arak someday after all. So I'll be back in about 5 minutes. Just gonna boil some water. See you soon. And back with tea. I see we found a vegetable lamb. A broccoli. Yeah, Hannah, that's you have to draw that now. That's a thing that has to happen. If you don't know, for some reason, maybe you're new to the stream. By the way, welcome, Teddy Bear. Thanks for stopping by. I hope that you enjoy what's happening. Sorry you came right at the break. I've made some tea. Back to sculpting. But my friend Hannah Combe, has a stream on Wednesday nights, and she draws stuff, and it's great. She draws sort of medieval 12th century themed stuff. And now we're all going to try and get her to draw a Rockley, because it's just perfectly in keeping with everything that she enjoys. So, you know, draw. I can't say that. Girocoli, no, it's too much. Girocoli, a Rockley. Yes, draw a Rockley. I'll. What kind of houseware make what? Hmm. Arocs are good. What? I'm glad you're enjoying it, Teddy Bear. Thanks for deciding to check it out. Make it a Gosling. All right. I want him to kind of be like nestled into his fluff. So I'm gonna kind of add some clay just sort of along here. Ooh, stylus holders. That's actually kind of a good idea for those of us that. Welcome back, Auntie Shepherd. For those of us that have art tablets, having a more decorative holder for our pens would be fun. Okay, is he gonna let's see, kind of like nestled down so this kind of goes. I realize that I'm saying words to describe a picture in my head that you can't see, but what I'm trying to say is that I want his little neck sort of chest to be up a little bit higher so he's sunk into it. Oh, that's right. We're still making. Well, it's not really a farm animal tea set because the sugar bowl is a turtle. So it's more of just a random tea set. Turtle farm. Bow tie. What? Put a bow tie on the Gosling. Oh dear. An excuse for an Auroch on your desk. Oh, that's right. I do have a. She says she sent me reference pictures. She sent me a whole like page of a scientific article about them, and I've been trying to figure out how they were made. Minnow and cow vessels, and yeah, it was good. It was good times. That's true. I was trying to figure out how the vessels were made, because you swore to me they were thrown, and I wanted to know how. I wanted to figure it out. Oh yeah. The little. Sorry, you've sent me so much ancient pottery images. I have to think about which cows even. Um, yeah, we could do little Auroch votives. Okay, and then the fluff kind of comes up here. So, which cows? Oh no, that's a whole different kind of thing right there. Yeah. So we'll add some clay there. kind of hunch up his little shoulders. Good. Press that in. Oh yes, that's a great idea. We should pit fire little cows. But I'm not coming to visit you until there's more than a shed. I'm not camping or until there's more than a shed or it's summertime. I'm not camping. I'm not camping in cold weather. That's not happening. No, Auntie Shepherd and I occasionally just plan pit firing for fun. That's one day it'll happen for sure. But every once in a while we just add something to the list of things we should definitely pit fire. You know, just I mean, to be fair, I'd already won when I pointed out that I can just draw a human skull from all angles from memory because it's just a thing you learn to do. I'm sorry. I just wanted to make sure that I read that properly. A goat warming party. It's a new goat, I guess. Pit firing cows. Mm, a whole pig. A whole pig pit fired. Pit cooked. Aw. Goat warming. Goat warming sounds very heartwarming. Aw. And see, that's why I refuse to show up unless it's warm. That that comment right there just tells me everything I need to know. I was not meant for winter. I he's fine. They're closed. His eyes are actually that's actually a good idea. I think I might have his little eyes closed like he's napping. That might be cute. Little or like half closed, you know, like they kind of lift the little bottom lid. Are we talking about barbecue or pottery? I think, Teddy Bear, that we're talking about both barbecue and pottery. Um, we're talking about we're talking about we were talking about pottery. Then someone mentioned barbecue, and now I'm thinking about barbecue. Um, I'm thinking about barbecue and the fact that my plumber once informed me that he'd ask the city where he lived if it was legal to pit fire a pig in your yard, and they told him no, and he was sad. That's that's what came to mind immediately. There's no point in barbecuing pottery. You don't get to eat it later. Ah, yes. Fair enough. The outdoors. The outdoors is where the cold is. Okay. Let's see. How did I do that side? I just need to fold that in and then I think raise it a little bit on this side too. Get a little bit more height here. Yes. Yeah, I feel like that was probably his fatal mistake about the whole process as well. But I suspect that he thought his neighbors might say something. Ah, that's not safe, Hannah. Um, that's not safe at all. Also, I'm still trying to convince the powers that be to get rid of it. So let's not set it on fire. Also, it's on a wooden deck. That would just... okay. This is starting to get too dry. So, what am I going to do about that? I ask myself. Nothing, I guess? I don't know. Hold it on this sponge is my new plan. Sure. This is totally a workable plan that won't go horribly wrong. Oh, good. I don't really want to. I don't really want to dig a pit, though. That sounds like a lot of work. I also don't know where to get a whole pig. But whole pig barbecue is pretty great. Pulled pork, oh man. Why do these these streams have a tendency to go back to barbecue, don't they? I don't know. I don't know how that keeps happening. Possibly because I don't eat enough lunch before I stream. Okay. Let's see. Time for, I'm going to just reinforce this back a little bit because I'm still concerned about that seam. Just going to add a little bit here. Yeah, the whole attempting to do any country thing in the city is always extremely problematic. You even have to buy the firewood. You can't just go cut down a tree. What kind of life is that? See, that's what we're talking about, teddy bear. Whole pig roasts. They're amazing. You can have a big party. Then you get to pull the pork and prepare it in a bunch of different ways. What is No, there will be no spear fighting for me. Auntie Shepherd, you've pledged your spear to Ursula, and I refuse to accept it. I'm not attempting to damage the fealty of her vassals. It's oh, I'm just gonna make a Gosling. Chat, you can work yourselves out. Broccoli. I don't actually like broccoli. That's the sad truth. I'm sorry. So many vegetables are delicious, and I just can't like broccoli. Give me a ribbon to tie on the spear. Oh, that's weirdly charming. Oh no, oh no, Auntie Shepherd, horses have been brought up. There's a whole horse backstory. There's been a running horse thing happening. Wait, I didn't actually know you broke your cow to ride. Can you actually ride, Misty? That's a whole other thing. That's a whole other thing. I've been trying to get her to get a mule. I've been hard campaigning for mules. But they aren't really as useful as horses because they can't have more horses. But now I'm sold on Misty the Riding Cow. I wasn't aware that Misty the Riding Cow was reality rather than theory, and now I'm excited. I'm excited that that's a thing that is real. For those in chat who don't know, Auntie Shepherd is a heritage breed small farmer in North Carolina. You can follow her on Patreon. And she has a carry cow named Misty, who is lovely, and who apparently she can ride. uh, oh yeah, that's right. UC Davis has has prize winning. Um, yeah, so good. I love them. It's the ears. The ears are just better than horse ears, I'm afraid. Okay, let's get some little wings on here. Just lean you delicately up against this sponge, I guess. Listing at second camera. Mammoth donkeys are great. I think I've probably brought it up before, but there's a medieval history YouTube channel who's mostly horsemanship. We're gonna give him eyes, Auntie Shepherd. Don't worry. A YouTube channel that's mostly horsemanship. And the person who did it just recently got a mule, and he'd never worked with or ridden one. And watching him ride it and talk about it for the first time was hilarious, because it was just watching a grown man who had never ridden a mule ride a mule around in a circle and like fall in love with it. It was so charming. I would like to be shown baby donkeys. How can I make that happen? Baby donkeys are adorable. It does. Okay, that's fair, teddy bear. It does look kind of creepy without eyes. Sorry, I know that this me working clay is great content, but I let it get a little too dry. It's warm and sunny today, so things are drying kind of fast. Mules, as far as I can tell, are sort of, they have the sort of scale of horses, but the worrying bravery of donkeys. It is. I did just leave it here. Hang on. It's turned away. There. Is that better? It's not staring at you with no eyes anymore. How about that? There, I fixed it. It's worse. Ah, just turns away. Okay. We're gonna give it wings because the body's drying out too quickly, and soon it's not gonna be a great idea to add things to it. So we're gonna give it little wings. Let's see, wing scale for baby geese. A little bit more clay. About like that. We're going to give it wings while I can still add stuff to the body. I promise before the stream ends, it will have eyes. I promise. What? Now it's a little ghost goose staring at the wall saying, Hannah really went for it there with the ghost story. Which I'll read out loud for future YouTube viewers to feel the horror of. Because someone said Blair Witch, and Hannah said, now it's like a little ghost goose that's staring at the wall until you say, hello? And then it turns around and looks at you with no face. Just sharing that with everyone in the future, so that they know what we're having to put up with. Okay, more clay on my mouse because I need a reference image here. No, that's left-handed. Wrong button. It's hard to use a mouse left-handed when you are in fact right-handed. There we go. Yeah, I'm like, just I feel like anyone who reads this on YouTube is going to be like, what is she talking about? And I need them to know, just for the future. I need them to understand what happened. Okay, there we go. All right. Little folded. Uh-oh. Now I don't know how nested baby geese wings work. Do they fold forward? Like meh? Eh? Okay. Feels like it's farther back though. It feels like it's back there and then maybe it folds forward. Oh no. Eh. Where do Gosling wings go? Feels like back here actually. Okay. What die in the uprising? What? Oh, robots. I'm like, what is happening in chat? Okay. Do. Yeah, that's right. This is what's happening. Oh goodness. Okay. Oh, gotta. Let's see. Kind of goes round like that. It's fine. Can always fiddle with the shape of it later. A little bit. Wing. +1 Terry Pratchett. Oh, yeah. Yes. Okay. Do. Take some of that off. Get. A little. That just, it feels wrong, you guys. I don't know. The angle, the position, something about it feels incorrect. But I don't know. I don't know what. Maybe if I fold it more. What is happening? So, like, okay, maybe. maybe this is my problem. Maybe it needs to be like that. That's a bit better. Apparently there's a Terry Pratchett tangent going on in chat. Weirdly, I literally have Gosling references open, but they're fluffy. So I'm gonna fluff everything later. That sounds weird, but I'm gonna add texture. But it means that it's really difficult to see how things are shaped because it's just fluff. But yeah, I think that what happens is it attaches like there, and then this is the little wing bit. Yeah, I think it's more like that. But yeah, if you haven't read I haven't read a whole lot of Terry Pratchett actually. I should read more. But yeah, probably don't Google naked Gosling. Unless you want that, in which case do. Okay. Just gonna rest it here briefly because I need to make a second wing. I need to make it a little bit closer to the shape that it needs to be than I made the first wing, hopefully. Okay, I will not see the film version of The Color of Magic. Fair enough. I thought the Hogfather BBC version, yeah, I thought that was lovely. Ah, the wing is way too big. It's so just all of it in general too big. Oh, why would you send me a link when I'm covered in clay and have 40 windows open just on my laptop? Why would that? Okay, sorry I can't see you, chat. Aw. Oh, he's all squished. That's adorable. Okay. So it's this bit. There we go. Okay. I mean that seems fine. Good. Okay. Where are you, chat? Sorry. There you are. Yeah, it's true. So you don't have to describe it. Fair enough. Okay. I was not paying attention to the other things because I was in another window. So what I'm seeing is I don't have to describe it. North Carolina, which I've cool. Cool. So that thank you for the image. That was very helpful. Why are we just saying where we are now? What's happened? Oh, I think that I was referring to something else. But cool. I might have been talking to my computer's windows. It's hard to have all of those windows open at once on just my laptop screen, which is just sitting super precariously on top of, in fact, my my sculpting, the thing that I spin sculptures on to make videos. Oh, I said where? Yeah, you're right. I did. I think I might have meant mentally. I think I might have just wondered what had happened. But cool. Actually, knowing what states people are in is fun. Fair that you answered my question that I was not thinking about. Okay, I need to make this wing match. So let's see what we can do about that. Okay. Really, I thought Texas was the yeehaw state. There we go. Yeah, I was pretty sure that they would get mad if anyone else tried to claim that particular moniker. Okay. Trying to have two matching wings. Sit and ignore the camera, little goose, because apparently they fear you. Okay. What? Stop it, Siri. Apparently they fear you sounds like hey Siri. I don't know. And you notice I just said actually hey Siri and nothing happened. Thanks. I should turn that thing off. I don't even know why it's turned on. Thanks, phone. Okay. Good. Second side. About the same position. There-ish. I promise, next we'll give it eyes. Okay. People yeehaw all over the place out west. Oh dear. Fair enough. Although, you have to be in a very specific situation to have any grounds to shout yeehaw. Frankly. Like I don't think I've existed at a point in time when it would have been appropriate for me to shout any such thing. Possibly because I'm sort of naturally quiet. But also, it just feels like I'd have to be, I don't know, riding very quickly towards someone or driving a pickup truck off of something very tall. You know. Something exciting but ill-advised is what I'm saying. Okay. Is when one shouts yeehaw. Okay. Let's There we go. Alberta. Alberta is the Texas of Canada. It's fair. Alberta is the Texas of Canada. That's true. And they were arguably more Texas than Texas for longer. Exciting but ill-advised does describe a lot of Texas. Yeah, that's fair. It's true. Okay. Just gonna try and make the two sides of the Gosling match. I do like how well this clay dries and how good its structural integrity is, but it does start to crack pretty early in the process. Oh no! One wing is in the wrong. Okay, I can fix it. I can make it this. I can make this okay. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, teddy bear, I'm sorry. I have a hard line against Texas barbecue going on in this stream series. I apologize, but your barbecue is not the best barbecue. It's not the correct barbecue. It's just not. The correct barbecue is Memphis dry rub. North Carolina is second place. And then we give St. Louis honorable mention. And then way down at the bottom is Texas. It's just nope. Barbecue made by people who left the place that they lived that made the barbecue and brought it somewhere else does not count. So if you left Memphis to make Memphis dry rub barbecue somewhere else, it's still Memphis dry rub barbecue. That's just it's just a fact. Yeah. It's Memphis or Carolina style. Yep. Just like, oh yeah, this comes up a weird amount where I'm like, Texas, that's not barbecue. Um, for a stream in which I sculpt animals mostly and draw, my firm opinions on barbecue come up regularly. I can't help it. Can't help it. I have firm barbecue opinions. I have not been to Starnes Barbecue in Paducah, Kentucky, but it's possible that it does have the one true barbecue. I do have very fond feelings for Kentucky. Just how far is it from just Googling? Is it worth the drive? Uh all right. Predicted predictably I made this wing like too big, so now I'm trying to solve the problems I've created for myself. You know, as often happens. We're getting there. We're getting towards sort of symmetry here. Just get a shape that's a little bit more. Oh, don't squeeze too hard. Don't crush the goose. Okay. And then this needs to be just thinner in general. Because it's just the little wing nubbin. It's just the little beginnings of a wing. There we go. All right, and let's see. Let's try and figure out. Let's see. I'm gonna see how I want you to sit. Second camera. Forward, just evenly, kind of like a rubber ducky. Okay, I need to flatten this bottom out just a little bit. Because nope, somehow I've failed in my mission to make it any flatter. All right, close, getting there, getting there. Good, good. Gosling sits. Okay. Okay. Eyes. I promise now we'll do eyes. I promise. It's time. It's fine. I'm gonna give it eyes. So it will stop staring blankly at you. I'm gonna do, I think, sort of half closed eyes, sort of like that. So that it looks sleepy. It's fine. I promise there will be eyes. I wasn't lying. I never intended to leave it blind. You're just so concerned. Such worriers. Okay. Okay, there's going to be a trick to making this work. See if I can accomplish it with my one tool here. Okay. There. And make sure that I feel like I might be too close to the camera. There we go. Jar of eyes. What? Oh dear. Okay, the glasses have come out. It's that kind of... Oh no, how are they going to fit around my headphones? Oh, very, very poorly. This is an interesting situation to be in. But I can see what I'm doing now, which is exciting. I can't see you guys really though, chat, because you're too far away and these are reading glasses. So, so Otenchi has to hide her jar of eyes or her 10-year-old will get them. Oh dear. That's a very specific sort of evil fae kind of problem to have. Okay. Alright, just gonna try and get... Alright, that feels like a start. Oh, that's true. I was there for that. Hannah made the glorious mistake of allowing us to vote on what she should do to what she was drawing, which is sort of what I let you guys do all the time. But we were like horrible. And we were like, yeah, like 1,000 eyes. All the eyes. In hindsight, she shouldn't have made it an option, really. Important things about polls: don't offer to do a thing you don't want to do. I love the idea that actually Twitch, the company, was just like, give it 1,000 eyeballs. That's what we want for our brand. Okay. That's a start. Other side. I kind of made a mess of the other side, didn't I? Oh dear. Well, we'll fix that right up. No problem. Those even? Sure, they feel even. Good, they are even. I'm not losing my mind. Okay. Oh, trying to put the glasses back on. I now have a song with the lyric "thousands of eyes" in it stuck in my head, so that's just what's going on here in my brain while I'm trying to do this. Just in case you were wondering. Okay. Get some... Yep, this is the quiet part. Because it's small and hard. Just gonna quietly, delicately. While wearing... Am I too close to the... Am I out of focus? I feel like I was out of focus. It's fine. It's fine for now. I'm back in focus. I've replaced camera why won't you focus with am I in focus? Am I in the focus window? Okay. feels off somehow. And yet, maybe it's the actual head shape. Oh well. 'Tis what it is. It's stuck that way forever now. Okay, I can't reach out with the glasses on. I gotta take them off. Oh, we've been talking about eyeballs. So now I'm sad I took the glasses off. Okay. Although I started it, didn't I? It's all my fault. Let's try and make an eyelid. Ah, it's this right here that's the problem. I can fix that. That's the thing that's making it feel weirdly shaped. Good. Better. Goslings hate being upside down. Well, I bet they hate being eyeless even more. So sometimes we have to do things we don't want for the good of our health. Okay. And then the lower eyelid. Our craft. Seeing eyeballs stare at you out of the darkness as you fall asleep reminds you that there is always someone streaming. Oh dear. Twitch's new slogan. Always watching. Twitch never rests. You've ruined all chances of a Twitch sponsorship deal now. Marketing for the dark side in all of us. Plumbing is pretty great, Auntie Shepherd. It's one of humanity's cooler inventions. I think we can all be proud of it as an innovation. I'm having so much more trouble with this eye than the other one, and I don't know why. Well. I'll figure it out sometime. Give it. Okay, for now, good enough. Trying to figure out why the head shape feels weird on one side. When I've just the eye too, I don't know. It's fine. It's probably fine. Probably fine. Where are we at? 5:30, not too bad. We're about there. Gonna do some texture stuff now. Might add clay later, but like I said, it's getting kind of firm already, and I don't want to end up not being able to add texture. And goslings are very fluffy, so we want it to look fluffy. But yeah, that's right. We're saving time so that we can make a quail. But there must be fluff. We can't skip the fluff in favor of the quail. We need to make sure that there's gosling texture, you know? It's important. Goslings are fluffy. And we need this one to also look fluffy. I'll probably add feet. Oh, you guys are gonna hate this, but before I forget, I know I stabbed it. I'm sorry, but an enclosed space with no hole to it have the air escape explodes in the kiln, like every time. It's a big thing you don't do. There needs to be a hole, and I thought I better do it before I just completely forgot. So sorry, but it's for its own good. No one wants exploding goslings. Nobody wants that. Better than exploding. Nobody wants exploding gosling. Also, don't Google exploding gosling. Did I ever explain that joke? Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to. The balloon would melt. You're right. I need to cut it open and take the balloon out. No, the hole will be at the bottom because the bottom has to be flat and you don't want to see the hole. And it's too fluffy for you to see the cloaca, so there. But that was actually a good reminder that there's still a balloon in here. Thank you for that. I might have forgotten. I might have been like, well, I finished it. It sounds hollow, so must be good. That would have been a tragedy. That's not a great thing to set on fire. Look, see, goslings have cloaca because that's how birds are made. Yeah, sorry, get to know nature. Disappear for a little while, come back to a discussion about cloaca. All right. But I mean, I'm gonna add feet, I think. I might still, yeah, I think I probably have time to add feet before we quail. And then we'll have made a whole gosling. We'll have basically finished it. Because, you know, goslings. Oh, he needs nostrils. I can't believe I forgot that. Just those go about midway. Don't want to forget to make the gosling a way to breathe. There we go. better. As I was saying, what has happened? That's a lot of people in parkas. So we've almost made a whole Gosling. Oh, we've been raided by people in parkas. Hello, people in parkas. We're making a Gosling. And we're making it fluffy. We're nearly there. Once we put feet on the Gosling, now that I've remembered that Goslings need nostrils, once we put feet on the Gosling, we'll make a quail, because that's what chat wants to happen. So, welcome to Gosling Day. Just making my Gosling fluffy looking. Which I admit is not the most compelling part of the Gosling sculpture, but it's getting pretty dry. So I don't really want to leave it until after the stream. Sorry, you're just gonna have to watch me draw lines on Goslings. Ah, yes, that's right. I'm bad at self-promotion. Hey, 50 followers. I can make you guys emojis. If any of you showed up and weren't already followers and thought, hey, you know what I'd like to watch? Someone sculpting clay animals, and also drawing things on Friday afternoons. Well, have I got an opportunity for you? I think it was 8 more followers. And then I gained the power of emoji. Pretty sure. Yeah, I do. I usually rotate. I'll do 1 week. I'll do a pottery stream, so I'll do a Twitter poll, usually about a topic, and do a sculpture. And then the next week I'll do digital art. Sometimes a painting, sometimes sketches, sometimes ink drawings. Recently we did a painting of a couple of black vultures, and a sheep teapot. Couple of weeks ago. How many weeks ago? I don't know. Last week, just now. Time is weird. Yeah, we did a sheep teapot on the last stream. So this is pretty much the theme. We got a couple of other things going on. Got a little bird D&D party we're slowly building with sketches. Chat shouts quail at me. and then I make a quail. Sometimes chat tells me ghost stories. Yeah, I also have a Patreon. A lot of the things that I draw, especially line art, end up on the Patreon page as full resolution images that you can use as coloring pages. I also put up the rest of the process stuff for sculptures, especially complicated things that I don't quite finish on stream. Patrons get the whole process, a bunch of photos, me rambling about doing it, the whole adventure. All right. Oh yes, and we learned that Australia is a real place that really exists. Oh, that was such a weird moment. A while ago on a stream, a story was told about a TSA agent who did not believe that Australia was a real place. They thought it was a British conspiracy. and it just blew my mind. I couldn't believe that. I mean, Australia is a place you can go to. Yeah, there's no Discord. There should be a Discord, but I I have so many Slacks for work that I just don't I choose not to Discord. Can only handle so many chat programs at one time. But I do comment threads in Patreon that I will reply to pretty rapidly. Yeah, sometimes I do Twitter polls for topics. Sometimes those Twitter polls break completely. I had to invent rules for write-in poll hijacking because it was getting too complicated for me to count the votes. This week's poll was pretty straightforward. Look, Teddy Bear joined us just today and is already shouting quail. This is what happens. Okay. Quail soon, but first gosling feet. Because now he sits nicely. For this, look, he can look at you in the second camera and you're not afraid because he has eyes. All right. Tidy myself up here. And feet. Well, 1 foot. Do I have enough clay for another foot? Where are my... Ah, this is all the clay I have left. I'll have to get out more for the quail. Ah, yes, I am at Sarah with T on everything. So if you're just joining us, yeah, I've got a YouTube where all of the past streams are put up. I put up the streams usually a few days after they're live. There, just for posterity. Yeah, hey, you guys are so nice. It's a very polite raid. Ran into town, shouting emojis, and now we're all having scones. I'm talking about quail. Yeah, the YouTube channel is it's, you know, apparently it takes 100 people to get a name on YouTube. I had no idea. Anyway, the YouTube channel is where the old streams are. And so you can see the things that have happened before. Yeah, we're a chill art stream. This is... When I first started, I feel like one of the first things I said was my goal was to kind of have a Bob Ross vibe. Be very very chill and happy and just make art. Make art, giggle at things that chat says. And chat has come up with some really fun things that have carried on too. Chat is responsible. You can see some of the best chat responsibility stuff. I try and highlight it when chat comes up with something really fun. But chat is responsible for Potu Bards. Potu? I'm never going to figure out how to say that bird. That was good times. Yeah, it's I just want it to be kind of nice and relaxing. I want people to be able to like work with it on if they want sort of co-art. If that's what they want. All right, I need more tea. Make happy little animals. Have some fun, make some art. I actually find the sculpture streams, although they're much more frustrating to set up, they're actually easier to talk through for some reason. I'm not sure why. Occasionally I have to really focus on what I'm doing. But I think I'm better at sculpting without looking at it, is what it comes down to. But I can kind of do some of it without looking directly at my hands. So I'm better at reading chat. All right, that's kind of the basic. Goslings have big feet, which is fun because they're going to grow up into geese. All right. Oh, that's a good idea, Corpse Bride. I like it. Just when the channel points build up, you can collect a drawing. I have a Patreon level that, self-promotion again. I have a Patreon level where you get a monthly sketch. And in fact, I'm going to be recording that sketch probably this evening for this month's. And then I'll play like a fast sped up version of the video. I'll make a sped up version of the video and put it on Patreon for people to see, not just their sketches, but see them sort of drawn. Yeah, Hannah's my moderator. She volunteered for some reason. She's only had to moderate, I think, twice. All right. Second camera, you've gotten dark again. Oh, I think it's light positioning. Oh well. It's yeah, Hannah wants to corral. Ah, dear. Hannah's my captain, guard captain Hannah. But yeah, your stream sounds fun, Corpse Bride. Thanks for rating mine and telling us about it. One of the things that I have learned from streaming is how to get better drawing something on command and not second guessing my design choices because there's no time to. Which is an interesting, because I'm a planner. I am the kind of person that sketches something, 3 times before I do a final illustration. Or just do like a bunch of sketches before I do a sculpture. And streaming has really helped me kind of cut back on that. Oh, it's okay. No artist thinks they're a great artist. It's one of our tragic flaws. Like, oh, you're a great artist. I'm like, well, I mean, I'm pretty good at this, but I could really improve at some other stuff. I don't know. Have you ever seen so-and-so's work? They're amazing. That's how every artist answers that question. Take a compliment? No, thank you. All right. Foot. We have a foot. A foot. Time for, where am I going to put this? Okay, upside down on the sponge. That's the plan. Second foot. Yeah. When I'll figure this out. I'll figure this out later when I'm not alive and covered in clay. But yeah, please do share the times and stuff that you stream. Everybody. I know that a lot of folks that watch me stream have also started. Oh, this has gotten too dry. Have also started watching Hannah stream on Wednesdays. So yeah, I know. There's oh no, there's only 10 minutes. I started a little bit late. We'll go a little bit late. There'll be quail. This is too wet now. I have to get more clay. I'm just going to duck out of screen. I'm gone. Oh, but you can still hear the mic because it's a lavalier mic and it's clipped to my shirt. I need more clay because I have to make a quail. How big a quail? Roughly that size. Oh, that's quite a big quail. You know what? That's a bad foot anyway. I'm going to squidge this in together. Wedge some clay. Sorry about the camera shaking. This is what happens. Okay, just to make everyone feel like it's okay, I'm just gonna put the foot next to the Gosling. He has a foot. But okay. Hang on, I have to wedge my clay. I just squidged it out of the thing. Do. Everything wobbles. Aw, Tim the Gosling, I like it. Tiny Tim the Gosling. Yes, but quail. Quail is happening. Quail is occurring. I'm going to take a little bit off of, is that a good? Make it a slightly larger than usual quail. There. Put you back over here. Okay. Quick quail. It's true. You guys are leaving this Gosling with no feet in favor of quail. All right. I feel like at this point it's becoming a question of how fast can Sarah make a quail. Like it's just me like working on speed at this point. How fast can I make a quail shape? Eventually it'll be like a 5-minute quail. The fastest quailer in the West. All right, where do we want the quail to be looking? What do we want the quail to, let's have him looking like hard over his shoulder. I don't do that very often. We'll have looking like that. Yeah, yep. Fully curled around. Looking hard over his little quail shoulder. Tim and Tom. The Gosling. Okay. How fast can Sarah make a quail? I've started making these all the time. It's just a thing I do now when there's clay left over. So I've started just giving them to like studio mates and stuff. People are starting to wonder why I have all these quail all the time everywhere. Just like, yeah, it's just a thing that happens. Quail just happen. Okay. Kind of curved around like that. And then, yes, good. Smoothing the shape. Yes, Auntie Shepherd only has 3. I have one to fire over on my shelf, and one that's a Christmas ornament that's for sale on my website. It doesn't have to be a Christmas ornament. It can be an ornament for any time of year. It can be a decorative thing on your lamp or whatever. But it does come with a pear because it's a partridge in a pear tree. But it's basically a quail. Basically just used the same thing I do for a quail. Okay, he needs a little bit of head and neck definition here. Quail shape. Yes, there is one axolotl left. All the other axolotl have homes, but the wild variant axolotl, I guess he's the least exciting color phase. I don't know, but he's left in the shop by himself. Poor creature. Yeah, they are the leucistic and albino axolotl are pretty great. It's fair. But I like the wild colored ones. Oh, a lamp with a quail. So here's a question. If it's a lamp, does the quail go in the oil? Or is the quail just like, is it like a circle of quail holding up the lamp on their backs? Like what's the, because I'm slightly evil and would just stick a quail in the, oh, the quail is the lamp. See, I wouldn't have thought of that. I was like, there's just a quail sitting in a pool of oil on fire. But I kind of like the idea of a circle of quail, like as like a sort of a rest for a lamp. Like they're bearing it aloft. See you, Valkyrie. All right, almost quailed. There we go. Yeah, I've gotten to the point where I just draw on quail features with the edge of my finger. Now he's got wings. Thin out the tail a little bit. Almost. How are we doing? We got 2 minutes. Enjoy the goat warming. They might be scientists. Just the best name for a party. Just the best. Warm some goats. Okay. It's slowly getting dark here, and I have realized that the overhead lights in this room are not on. So if the lighting of this camera is like getting weird and dark, I have no excuse. It's totally my fault, and I apologize. I've done it to myself. Okay. This is a very fat quail. I like him. He's thick. Look at that quail shoulder. Make my roommate get up, come and turn on the lights. The second camera is dark, but the rest is actually probably fine. Okay. Wing line. Little, oops, squidged you sideways accidentally. Little feathers. We'll add a little feathers here. All right, where's my fancy tool? Ah, yeah, that's right. I make so many quail. I have a feather press. Works really well though. Not gonna lie, it saves a lot of time. See, feathers. And then, because Quill have that little, the Gosling it is kind of aggressively staring into the camera now, isn't it? We'll get back to it. Okay. And wing, tail. Now the most important part, the part that makes the quail come alive. Eyeball. And the hard part, making sure the eyeball is in the same place on the other side. Quail. Ta-da! Quail. You know what? You know what? This quail needs something. Hang on, I'm gonna borrow a little bit of his innards. Chat loves this. I promise it's for a good cause. I need some of his clay. He needs to be empty anyway. Just borrow just a little bit of his insides. Just a little bit of his internal. I just need a little bit of his internal clay. Oh, that didn't come out very well at all. Come on. There we go. Good. That's probably enough. Just put him delicately back. Because just sit there, sir. Because he needs you know, I was going to give him a bow tie. This is not enough for a spirit, but it is enough for a knife or a bow tie. I've already done one with a hat, so I was thinking a bow tie. But now, chat, you can vote. Knife or bow tie? Which do you prefer? Okay. Bow tie, bow tie. We got 2 knives and 3 bow ties. Give it this. Good Lord, Hannah. No. Okay, it's tied. 3 knives, 3 bow ties. Who hasn't voted? Hannah didn't technically vote. Moderator, you have to break the knife bow tie tie. You can't vote twice. You refuse. No. Okay. Are you saying it needs a bow tie and a knife? Is that what you're saying? A knife and a bow tie? Okay. Okay. Well, guess I'll have to get more clay out, but that's fine. It's a knife bow tie is a terrible idea. Okay. Just, you know, want to make sure he looks sharp. Sorry. Just had to happen. It's true. Wyvern did break the knife vote, and then I decided to give it both, rendering the vote unnecessary. I don't know. It's fine. Oh, one side of my bow tie is larger than the other. Gotta fix that. Okay. So let's attach a bow tie. because of course. Now that I have it on, I want to kind of thin it out some. There we go. Bow tie. Where's my extra bit of clay here? Okay, knife. I mean, that's probably fair, but maybe he had help. Maybe he threatened someone with a knife and told them that they had to tie his bow tie. Okay. I'm gonna go kind of kitchen knife, I think, because that seems fair. The weirdest crime. Knife point valeting. Okay. Going for sharp looking without being too fragile to function. Okay. About where now? I guess it'll be tucked under his wing. I guess is where quail hold knives. I don't. Murder quail is like holding up Lord and Lady Quail in the street. Under the top. Yeah, I mean it needs to be a good knife. I don't wanna short the quail on his knife. I'm basically sculpting my chef's knife carefully in ceramic right now is what's happening. Okay. And then they have little like attachment. There we go. Where does the knife go? Just stick it to the side. Just he just tosses it at people. He's just sitting next to a knife. I don't know. I feel like the knife needs to be attached somehow. Like they need to come together. Okay. So here's the idea. Is that you can't usually see the feet, but this one time, hang on. I need to make a bad choice. Hold on. Okay. This clay does not like being this thin, but I'm forcing it to play along for the good of us all. Needs to get with the cause. Okay. So I have. Oh, this is going to be so hard to manage. Okay. Oh, this looks so creepy. Oh no. Oh, I love it. I love it and I hate it at the same time. Oh, I love it. Okay. Hang on. This is too good. I need to make sure it's properly attached. Oh, so horrible and perfect. Hang on. My knife is accidentally going limp. Gotta fix the edge. Okay. Okay. Now. Uh Oh, this is so okay. Okay. I love it. I love it so much. Oh dear. I love it more. I love it more than I should. Okay. I'm gonna do a little bit of upkeep because when I get this particular clay this thin, I've had it crack off. And I don't want that to happen. Okay. Straighten our knife. And then let's just add a suggestion of quail like feet over here. Just there we go. Okay. Oh, this is a thing that's happened. This is a thing that you have caused. Just hope this is the thumbnail for this entire thing when I put it on YouTube. Murder quail. I'll take glamour shots of murder quail. After. Oh, let's make sure he's there we go. Attached. Well attached. Good. Murder quail. Oh. Oh no. Well. I still have to make a gosling foot today. Oh. Where are we? It's let's just do it. I know I should end on the glory of that. I should end on this momentous creature that I've created, but I feel bad. I feel like I have to do a foot. I feel like I have to do a foot where I've let the gosling down. So let's give the gosling a foot. And then I can feel really good about what I've accomplished today. He's just looking over there. Hang on. Just turn it like that. There we go. Can you see him in second camera? I gotta make this pose work. There we go. Ah. Oh man. That's a thing of joy. Yeah, that's what's happening. Can't trust murder. Can't trust murder quails. Oh dear. Oh my gosh, like look, I don't know. I put those toes on that knife and it just became a thing of glory. Previously it was just a funny joke, but now it's a thing of beauty and wonder. Oh no. Oh man. What would I do without you, chat? How would I ever know things like murder quail was an important thing or Australia exists? I mean, I don't know. They might the raid people might have had stuff to do. They had already finished their stream after all. Um, they might have had to go on with their day. Or we might have terrified them away. That's possible too. But yeah, sculpting alone without anyone telling me to add knives is so much less exciting. Just need to make sure my feet match. Do we have a... Yeah, perfect. Good, good. Matching feet. Almost done. Almost done so that I can make myself some dinner, which is what I usually do after this stream. I tend to narrate it because once you get into a headset, like once you get into the mindset of talking about what you're doing, it's really hard to stop, it turns out. Which is weird because I'm extremely introverted and I don't usually make noise at all. So... Oh, a villain mustache on a quail. Oh, one of those Groucho Marx glasses sets. Just a disguised quail. No one will know. That is brilliant. Excellent suggestion, Teddy Bear. I feel like for someone who accidentally stumbled across this stream, you've really, really embraced the culture. I think you found your place, is what I'm saying. I think you found your people. We're the people that give knives to sculpted quail. I don't know if it's what you wanted to find out about yourself, but here we are. Quailuigi? Yeah, Quailuigi. Because you have to make the linguistic joke, of course. Because it sounds too much like Waluigi not to do. Okay. Just... Oh no, giving some little nails to the Gosling. Almost done. So close. Okay. Just remove a little bit of this clay. Got a little bit too much on this side. Good. Good, good. Feet. Gosling feet. They kind of go there, really. Kind of sits on them like that. Gosling feet. Oops. Completely unattached. But there. Gosling feet. And a little bit of clay left. Add it to the pile of recycled clay. We got some quail feet. Or not quail feet. Oh no, I said quail feet. Gosling. Gosling feet. Gosling has feet. I'll give him little folded up legs in a bit so that he can settle on his little feet. Yeah, they're also an important way to hide balloon removal, which you really want to hide the surgical balloon removal. We won't do that live on stream. It's 6:20, and you'll just yell at me. So we won't remove the balloon, but just a more or less complete Gosling. I'm glad you're enjoying this. I'm sorry, I'm trying to read your name. Because Aqua, but then Defree? So Defrequa? De free aqua. Anyway, thank you for hanging around and watching the rest of it. I'm glad that you're enjoying it. De free a quail. Yes, everything's a quail. So, we're it's time to wrap up. We've made it all the way to the end. I have, let's try, well, usually I do a nice little display thing. So let's see if I haven't attached the feet because I need legs and things, but let's do a little closer up. We got Gosling feet. We've got a Gosling. He sits on his feet. He'll have little folded up legs. So that's what we did today. But it's not the only thing we did today. No, it's not. Because we also have chat's new favorite thing, murder quail. Murder quail. Everyone's new favorite quail. I will, while we're here, just to prove that I approve, I will stamp my mark on him, like early. There we go. I've signed Murder Quail. Yeah, Murder Quail's butt stamp. There we go. Like a My Little Pony. Oh dear. Just clean up this bit here while I'm looking at it. Good. So, Murder Quail exists. Ooh, I thought of one thing Murder Quail needs. Where's my little bit? Yep, okay. Remember I said I was gonna like just draw like a bit of foot on? That didn't work. So instead, I'm gonna squidge on a couple of toes. Just, you know. There we go. Oh, that's better. That's much better. Just a couple of, there we go. Just to make sure you understand where the feet are and what's happening over here. Got a couple of toes. Yeah, I use the word squidging a lot. I don't know. It's my favorite technical sculpting word. So, murder quail. Murder quail. I may fiddle with this foot some later, but I just wanted you to know that he needed a foot. Because murder. So murder. Well, I can't have murder quail forever unless I keep him, and he just pops in. And you wanted murder quail, so that's a thing that happened today. Murder quail. The foot on the knife. The foot on the knife is so unintentionally amazing. Oh, so good. The next will be a lead pipe. We'll just keep equipping quail with weapons. Just different weapons. Every time I make a quail, you're like, now a spear. Okay, a mace. Oh no. Just so many violent quail. That's right. I'm just doing horrible things in the inside of a quail. It's fine. All right. Murder quail. The garrote quail. Oh no. I don't think I can sculpt a garrote. I think I have to draw it on. The quail with the candlestick in the library. And all. Don't make the quailodin come in here and stop your murderous ways. I'm glad you're coming back, Teddy Bear. It's this is standard. This is standard behavior for stream. So I'm just gonna hold murder quail here in this picture. People are gonna be like, why is there no image changing? Because I'm just displaying murder quail. Battle axe. So So, just start your list of weapons now. Murder quail, and one extremely family-friendly gosling later. It is the end of Friday tea time. I hope that you've had fun. I feel like possibly, since there's a quail holding a knife, I'm comfortable with the idea that you have. The usual wrap-up stuff. Follow me on Twitch if you want emojis. Patreon if you want to support what I do on stream and also get things like sketches or prints every few months in the mail. And I always announce when I'm streaming and do polls on Twitter at Sarah with T. My website is also at Sarah with T. Everything is at Sarah with T. You can find me under that all over the internet. So, with that, I will see you next Friday for another Friday tea time. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you later. Bye!